Hey, Sunday afternoon. Originally, I wanted to do this later on in the evening. However, we have a makeup festival day. Last Sunday, there we got rained out. So we have the events that were supposed to take place last weekend. I just did a kayak race, so came home, figured we can get these calls in because later on this evening we have fireworks. So I won't be around for that. So again, we're going to continue onward with our 30 days, an hour a day of calling, and lots of going on so far. We have a couple of things in the fire. Tomorrow we have a attorney that's going to evaluate one of our accepted offers, and we have again a mixed bag of other future possibilities and also potential meetings. So definitely fill in the pipeline. If you guys have been following for any time, we are almost at 3 weeks of doing an hour a day of cold calling and also follow-ups. Goal here is to get at least one deal underway in 30 days or less. And typically Sundays are good times to call, but we'll see right around now. Some people, if they're going to church or whatnot, not sure if everyone's going to be home, but nonetheless, we'll go ahead and find out. And that way we can document that for future calling sessions. So let's go ahead. Let's get this underway. Let's see how we make out today. Got the matcha latte. That's my latest vice, if you will. Used to be coconut water, Blue Monkey. Now it's the matcha lattes. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just utilizing Skype and Magic Jack for now, pulling numbers from what's in our system. Our system's been down for 3 weeks. So we got a bob and weave. All right, so that was dialing, I believe. Sometimes on this Magic Jack, it seems that local ringback doesn't work. So it looks like it's pausing for a bit. Nonetheless, it looked like that was ringing. We just didn't hear anything. So we're going to move on to the next. There we go.
You have reached the right number.
I remember them. We talked to them. We didn't talk to them. I heard that same voicemail at the end of yesterday's session. Right number at the wrong time. All right, guess we had the wrong time 2 times now.
Hello, please leave a message.
What's going on, everybody? We're just doing our 30 days, hour a day cold calling, and also some follow-ups. So we're trying to reach out to potentially motivated sellers of problem real estate. And we've been prospecting for almost 3 weeks now. Have a couple deals lined up, one accepted offer. We're looking to fill the pipeline some more. All right, no voicemail, no pickup on that one.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Okay, we hit quite a few of those over the past week and change. Again, when we're doing batch skip tracing, that'll happen. So what they do is they usually give up to 4 numbers. So I just go ahead, tag that. It should substitute our backup number. And then on another pass, we'll give another call.
Hello, we are not available.
Okay, so some of these numbers that are popping up, we have tried to call before. Again, I can see a history of any notes, any correspondence through text, or any phone number or phone conversations. And a lot of these we were unable to get a hold of previously.
The number you have reached is no longer in service.
Okay. So this one actually we were going to follow up with. And they're looking to sell in a year. So let's see if this is okay. That is tagged properly. So again, some of these are mixed bag. Older records, which we may have had some type of correspondence and then it fell through later on. So it's always good to do some follow-ups in between. So I'm just trying to catch up on the notes here and see if any of these prospects that we've spoken to. Okay, let's see. No viable prospects there. Let's keep it rolling.
We're sorry we can't take your call right now. Please leave a message after you hear the beep, and someone will get back to you. Thank you.
Hey, Judy, my name is Ryan, and I was calling about a property that I think you own on Parkway Ave. I'm a cash buyer, and I'm looking for properties in the area. Figured I would just drop you a line, see if you had any interest in an as-is fair cash offer. If so, I'd love to talk to you further. You can do me a favor, give me a call whenever you get a chance. You can reach me on 973-551-8210. Once again, 973-551-8210. And again, my name is Ryan, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. All right. So as I mentioned, you guys, we always leave voicemails. I haven't been leaving voicemails on all of our call sessions just to try to get in more calls, more active sample calls for you guys. But maybe they'll give a call back during one of our sessions. So we'll go ahead and leave a couple. Again, it's a bit redundant. It's typically the same message each time. So I figured after a couple, it's probably better just to try to facilitate more calls here for you guys. Nonetheless, if you are calling, I always do recommend leaving voicemails.
Telephone number 609.
All right. Didn't have a name, so I want to make sure we're leaving a voicemail on the proper person's phone.
Hello, we are not available now.
call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 20. Please leave your message for 85.
So this guy, we played, I don't want to say phone tag, but we had potential meetups for or inspections for one of his properties, and he was super busy on Friday. We didn't end up connecting. Let's see if we could solidify a time. He has a couple properties, one of which we have a soft offer. It's contingent, or I shouldn't say contingent, but in order to make it happen, the house has to look, has to be in pretty decent shape, and also it would have to be delivered vacant. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens, but let's go ahead and see if we can revive this, get something solid.
Hello.
Hey, Neil Ryan, how you doing?
Hi there.
Sorry?
Yeah, hi.
I thought you said tired. I said, no, you're speaking my language. I'm always tired.
No, just say hi.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to see. I definitely want to get one of my guys in to Declan this week. I just want to see what day works for you, so I could schedule and make this happen.
I'll kind of have to talk to them and then let you know. I'll try to talk to them later today, and then I'll get back to you. I really don't know
All right.
what their thing is.
Okay, that sounds good. I have a family engagement this evening till late, so if it's all right with you, I'll follow up with you tomorrow morning or afternoon.
Okay, very good.
All right, sounds good. Have a great one, and we'll talk then.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care. All right, so we'll try to get our guys in there. This is another pending or potential offer. Looks like he's a landlord, has quite a few properties. We contacted him about another property he wasn't interested in. And through the course of conversation, I basically just said, look, we're in the market for some properties. Do you have anything that needs a lot of work or has problem tenants, something where we could come in and put in some sweat equity? So that was the pitch to him. So we're just trying to get a day and time that we can get our guys in there and see if we can facilitate something moving forward. So let's just go ahead and put my reminder so we don't drop the ball. All right. So we actually had another one offer to be made, and we weren't able to get a hold of that lady for the past couple weeks. So let's see if we have any luck there. Okay, Sandra or Sandra.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voice mailbox that is not.
Okay, so we've been on and off with the seller since February. And when I talked to her last week, she was open to 100K, looking to sell 1 to 2 months. I told her I'd get back to her. Unfortunately, I haven't heard from her yet. So obviously the motivation is not there. But nonetheless, we just have to stay on top of it. And hopefully when she's ready, we'll be able to facilitate forward. So let's get waiting to give offer. We did correspond a little bit through text message. I could always do a follow-up text. Right. that one's saved in there. All right. Okay, just trying to get through some of these follow-ups.
Hello, please leave a message after.
All righty. You guys are in a little over 20 minutes of our cold calling session today, a little earlier than I wanted to. Last Sunday, we were calling the evening, had an excellent answer rate. Obviously, most people home Sunday evenings. Due to prior engagements, have to do calls at this time. Not as good as an answer rate, but we're doing all right. We're still got about 40 minutes. All right, so a little slow to load here. It's been the scenario, unfortunately.
The party you have called, telephone number 713.
So as I mentioned yesterday, we do sometimes skip tracing on the fly, and that's utilizing True People Search. Sometimes it has better data. So what you do is in that phone number that I just called. We've been trying to get a hold of them for a while, and I'm basically searching by phone number, and it populates a variety of people. And then in this case, it's giving me that person with the main line. And right now it's showing the phone number I have is divided as any secondary numbers. Okay, so that's the only number we have. True People Search in this case did not help us out, so we'll just move on to the next. But again, utilizing the that website is definitely helpful. And yesterday we found, just by going through one of the records, a number that was not part of our what the skip tracing provider gave to us originally. We found a more accurate, up-to-date number. So by utilizing a variety of sources and resources, there's no magic bullet. Usually can get the data that you're looking for.
Calls to this number are being screened by smart call.
Yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. I think it blocks most VoIP calls. All right, so this one we're behind, sort of. We got to do a follow-up. Seller said about 2 months. 2 months came around. We didn't hear from them. Okay. So just catching up on the notes. This is he's a contractor, so. All right. So it looked like there might be some potential contingency if this is his main home. Let's give him a call. Just make sure he hasn't listed because it's been a while since we've heard from him. All right, so no active listing. Saul.
Please leave your message for 60.
A little quiet today. It's been a quiet weekend, probably because of the nice weather. It's been hazy for eternity. All right. This is another property. All right. A little different area. Let's make sure this one's still available. Good. No recent sales. Bingo.
Hello.
Hey, is this Dominga?
Speaking.
Hey, Dominga, my name is Ryan. I don't know if you remember speaking to me or someone from my team spoke to you a couple of months ago about your property on. Sorry?
About what? My property?
Yeah, on Westfield Ave. I know at the time you weren't sure if you were looking to sell. You had a 160 offer, I guess, before the pandemic. And in my notes, it says to drop you a line midsummer to follow up with you. Have you made a decision? Are you looking to sell or looking to hold on a little longer?
Well, because I don't talking yet with my tenants. I got tenants, and it's the reason is why I want to talk and forth to that guy because I don't want to bring some because sometimes too I talking to you too I put the sell I want to sell them. People want to see and then my tenants he don't like it.
Agreed. Yeah. So what we do is if let's say, we have all the information from you, we could go ahead and run our numbers. We have some of us are licensed agents. We could access MLS, run some comps. We can give you an offer based off the information you're telling us. If that sounds good, then when we come in for our inspection, we'll just come in as an inspector or a handyman for you. And that way we don't spook the tenants. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Listen, I'll give it to you my son's number. And
okay.
What do you think? You call him? His name is Elon.
Is he the decision?
Number is
Okay, go ahead.
856.
Okay.
729.
Okay.
7165.
I have 856-729-7165, and his name is Elon.
Yeah.
All right, great. Now,
I'm talking to him and I'm telling to wait, you wait up to me, and because this is concerned to the house in Westview Avenue.
yes.
And then he called me what exactly you want to do it, and I work it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's the decision maker? Who's the one who will say, okay, I accept your offer, or is that you or is that him?
Well, you can talking to him, and then he's talking to me. Okay. But well, the problem is he more understand that things because he's a real estate.
Okay. So does he know how much you're asking, like to buy as is and all that, and knows how much work and And he knows all the details of the house?
Yeah,
Okay.
he knows. All right.
Okay, perfect. But it sounds like you're open to selling, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I just really quick, I just wanted to get some basic info though. This is a 3-bed, 3-bath, right?
Well, the house is 3 bedrooms upstairs, bathroom, and downstairs half bathroom, and a kitchen, and a living room, dining room, and finished basement.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry, how many baths?
Basement got, I got basement as pretty nice size basement, finished complete. I got it bathroom complete.
Oh, bathroom.
Full bath.
Good, good. Okay.
Yeah.
How much are they paying rent?
Pardon me?
How much are they paying you rent each month?
He paid me, I think it's 1,300.
13. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll give your son a call, and then we'll run some numbers, and we'll get back to you, and we'll see what we could do to make something happen here.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds great, Domingo. Great talking to you. We'll be in touch.
Okay, bye.
All right. So I believe part of the reason he wants me to speak to the son, a little bit of a language, it's disconnect, but he's pretty decent with it. But nonetheless, we'll give his son a call and see if we can get a little more info and go from there.
Hello?
Hey, is this Elon?
Yep.
Hey, Elon. My name's Ryan. I just spoke to your father. He told me to give you a call about the property on Westfield Ave. I'm a cash buyer and I'm interested. We spoke to your dad a couple months ago, and he told me, hey, give my son Elon a call and he can relay the information to you. So I guess you know a lot about the property?
Sort of.
Okay. So I just wanted to verify a little bit of info. You just got about a couple minutes real fast?
It's kind of weird because I work for a wholesale company too.
You work for a wholesale company. Okay. Do you have anything on the chopping block?
Well, my dad's not really looking to sell.
He's not looking to sell. Okay. Because I know when we spoke to him a couple months ago, it sounded like he was on the fence. He had an offer for 160 before the pandemic, and he seemed open to selling. That's why he told me to give you a call. You're more involved with the real estate.
Okay.
Do you happen to know a little bit about the property as far as like beds, baths, any repairs that are needed?
It's been so long since I been to the property. But
Okay.
is it okay if I call you back tomorrow with like more information about it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What time do you think you'll be? Give me a ring. I just want to make sure I'm going to be in the office and available for you.
Does 7 o'clock work for you?
7 at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
I
problem.
get them at 6.
Okay. Yeah, that works. And before I let you go, what kind of do you have any other properties available that you're wholesaling out with your other company?
Not at the moment. I just started like last week.
Oh, you did? Okay. Who'd you start with, if you don't mind me asking?
It's this guy named Brett. Give me 1 second.
Brett, okay. I guess he just has you like bird dogging some properties and stuff?
Yeah, he has me as his caller.
Oh, you're like an appointment setter. Oh man, I'll tell you that's funny because I'm in the market for somebody. So
Oh,
hey,
wow.
if it doesn't pan out, you save my number. Maybe we work something out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, sounds good, Elon. Hey, appreciate it. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll talk tomorrow evening.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon.
See you.
All righty. So you guys always hear me maximizing each call, right? That was kind of interesting. It went from a regular, typical follow-up call and just continuing conversation. You know, hey, he referred me over to the son. Wasn't overly crazy about that because I want to talk to the decision maker. I don't want to have somebody in between. I want to go ahead and deal directly with that person for a variety of reasons, but one of which, or one of the main ones, is that I want to make sure that nothing is lost in translation. If I'm communicating, let's say, to a wife, and she's going to say, I'll relay that information to the husband, and it could be a lot of information while I do this, frequently, day in and day out. Most people, what they're hearing, may be hearing for the first time, and if they convey that message wrong, it's never going to pan out. So best scenario is always to be talking directly with the decision makers. And what's interesting about this one is that's another wholesaler. Hey, if he has any properties or whatnot, it could be potential opportunities for us. And furthermore, like I said, hey, just planting seeds. If that doesn't work out with this new guy, hey man, let's have a conversation. I'm actively looking for somebody to do essentially what you're doing. So you never know where these calls will lead to. All right, let's see what else we got. The backup numbers on that one. All right. Crazy here at the house. You guys could hear my son in the background. He's a wild man.
We're sorry, your call cannot.
Wow, we're almost 40 minutes in. See how many calls we got down so far. Uh, 20 or 30 maybe? 20-ish. All right, so until these load up. All out of matcha. All right, that water. I'm a little parched. Come on, let's load up sometime today. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So business number. Looks like we went through 3 of those already. So let's use this one as another example. Let's try to utilize True People Search again. And if you guys are just hopping on and that's new for you, I've been going through a couple examples of doing skip tracing on the fly. So we do our skip tracing through a batch, a provider where you could do this in batches. However, there is potentially, some more up-to-date information and other TruePeopleSearch.com, which is a site in which, hey, if we're making quick calls like this, in some scenarios provided phone numbers we did not have prior. So let's just try to call some of these alternate numbers really quick.
The number you.
All right, so Looks like most of these for that particular person are bad numbers. So next thing we could do is actually just send a letter, or you could try and reskip or perhaps just reskip them again, depending when you did the previous skip trace. All right. This guy's looking to sell more so in the fall. We haven't talked to him in a while. Let's see if he's still on target.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Hello, we are not available.
All right, so here was one that we made an offer, it was rejected. We have a follow-up due a couple months from now. Let's see if we could follow up now anyway. Once this record loads fully. Painfully slow today. All right. You guys are just joining me. We are doing an hour a day for 30 days and also follow up. So it's a mixed bag. And the idea is to get at least one real estate deal underway by just doing an hour a day of calls. Again, a mixed bag of cold calling and follow ups and everything between. So we have an offer accepted, a couple others in the pipeline. And we're just waiting for these next couple leads to populate here. We can keep it moving. All right, so that's multiple numbers on that one. All right, so it looks like correspondence with this person. We reached out to them to buy the property. He's actually looking to add properties to his portfolio. So I'm going to drop him a line for two reasons. See if he his portfolio. Again, this is back if he wants to part with, and also see what he's, so that if it's not something we're looking to buy, we can wholesale it out.
Hello?
Hey, is this Theodore?
Speaking.
Hey, Theodore. My name's Ryan. You spoke to myself and Joe from my team on and off since since October of last year. And originally, we reached out to you to buy your property on Anderson, but it looks like you were actively looking to buy. So I just figured I'd give you a call. Are you in buy mode or sell mode or?
Well, I actually just, I'm going to a closing next week on a property, but what house on Anderson are you selling?
No. It was the one that you had that we were reaching out originally. So you had a property on Anderson, and again, we reached out to you last October. At the time, it looked like you said you got rid of all your headache problems. You had 3 that you would sell for 3 1/4. So I just want to see what you have that's maybe available, and also what you're looking to pick up.
Well, I'm always down to pick up something. It's just the price is right.
Okay, got it. Do you buy mixed use by any chance? Where you have the storefronts and then like the apartments up top?
It's a possibility. You want me to I can give you my email. You can send me all the properties you have.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also helpful if we have know what you're looking for. That way, as we're prospecting, if all of a sudden something pops up, I'll say, "Oh, that's something for Theodore," boom, and shoot it over to you. If you like, I could shoot you an email. What's easier for you? You want me to shoot you an email? Or you want me to text you my email?
You can text me the email. That's fine.
All right, great. Let me. Of course, my cell phone is in the other room. I'll tell you what. Let me do this. Let me get your email, and then I'll text you mine, and I'll also shoot you an email from mine so you get it.
All right. So my email is Theo TheoM1, like the number 1, at AOL.com. So TheoM1 at AOL.com.
All right. So COM1.
THEO, Theo. Short for Theodore. Theo.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I screwed this up royally. So it's really THEO, the number 1 at AOL.com.
No, TheoM1.
Oh, yeah. So Theo1. Got it. All right. So I'll do this one more time. C as in cat, O as in Oliver, M as in Mary, T as in Tom, H as in Harry, E as in Edward, O as in Oliver, the number 1 at AOL.com.
Yes.
Boom. Perfect. All right, great. I'll shoot you out an email, and then when I get to my cell phone in the other room, I'll go ahead and shoot you a text with that as well, so you have it. And when you get a chance, just shoot me an email with types of properties you're looking for. If there's any, if you're like, hey, I'm not touching anything on Spring or Martin Luther King or any of those, let me know that as well. But that way we have a Rolodex or a property record for you, and everything that we come across, we'll shoot your way.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, great talking to Theo, and we'll talk soon.
All right. You got it. Thanks.
Take care. All right. Well, I'm actually glad we had that conversation, because the email that my caller actually had was incorrect. So we're going to shoot him our contact info. And what's interesting is a lot of the sellers we've been talking to have storefronts. That's not something that myself or any of my associates are interested in. But hey, that's playing matchmaker, right? So if that's something that he's interested in, looking to buy, that might be a lot of opportunity. So again, just one connection can change your business, right? As we're prospecting, a lot of these owners do have those commercial or those mixed use properties, and hey, you find the right person, and that just adds another income stream for you guys. So let's keep that one over here. Let's see how we're doing on time. 45 minutes. We can get out a good amount of calls yet. All right. Okay, another follow-up here. I think we haven't been able to reconnect with them for some time. All right. Looks like I left a message last week. Lots of correspondence here. All right, so we've been talking to them prior to January. Let's see.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good, good. My name's Ryan. You spoke to Joe from my team a couple times about your property on Tyler, and have in the notes here that I guess you were looking to maybe sell in 6 months. I guess back when we talked to you in February. I was just following up, seeing if now is a good time. We're actively looking for properties. I don't know if Joe mentioned that to you, but we're still looking and just curious if now is a good time for you.
Who is Joe? Refresh my memory. I
Joe?
don't remember.
Joe Trinidad, he was talking through, looks again, all the way back in January. Yeah, just through text message, I guess they corresponded. And I guess back in, looks like January, you said about 6 months. So I was just following up with you, seeing if now's a good time.
Is he an agent or something with?
No, he works with me.
agent?
No, I mean, I have my real estate license. I'm a real estate investor. And he's just one of my on my sales team. So, like I said, he spoke to you on and off. I think at the time it looks like you were going through a possible eviction. They were renting at $1,250 a month. Sounds like it's in good shape. And anyway, it looks like that they fell behind. You were starting the eviction process. Not sure how far along you are, but hey, I figured we'd drop you a line and let you know we're still interested and just seeing if now's a good time.
Yeah, we can talk about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my intention is to renovate this property, probably rent it out because the rents are real good.
Right. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I usually, when I approach homeowners like yourself, my pitch to them is, hey, listen, I'll take it as is. You don't have to make any repairs. You don't have to pay any realtor commission, all that fun stuff. And, we'll handle pretty much everything. Is it vacant right now? Or are you still trying to get them out?
It's vacant. Do you have properties in Trenton?
My associates do, yes. Quite a few. So I work. I work
Who
with.
would be the buyer? Your associates or you?
I mean, in essence, at the end of the day, who would be on the title? Probably them. I'm more on the front end. We have JV relationships, so I pretty much handle talking with you guys, and then they're the ones who handle like the construction and dealing with the tenants. So if there's no tenants and no evictions, that's a plus. But no, I usually send the guys there.
All right, so a little bit complicated. I mean, you calling me, but you're not you're not the buyer.
Like I said, I'm
getting me confused a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah, no worries. So I have joint venture partnership. So for example, my partners have their company, I have my companies. Sometimes we do a combination, sometimes we don't. So I figured I would just drop you a line. If you tell me, yes, Ryan, it's for sale, I'll send our guy down whenever you're available, have him look at the house if we have access, and then we can get you a number. If you say, hey, that sounds good, we go ahead. We typically are closing these in about 21 days or less, but we'll handle everything, the smoke certification, the title, all that stuff. You won't pay any commission, even though I'm an agent. We're not, nothing to worry about with that. And it's usually a quick, fast transaction. So if that's something that works for you, do you think that we can get access tomorrow maybe?
No, I have to think about this and we'll get back to you. All right.
Okay. When do you want me to follow up with you?
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All righty. All right. So it sounds like he may have had a potential bad experience, but nonetheless, he sounds like he's hung up a little bit on, hey, who's going on the deed, right? So if all of a sudden it's the partners or whatever, I guess he wants to make sure that obviously we're going to be able to perform once we enter into contract. So sounds like he's some types of reservations. What I'll do is if I don't hear from him later on tomorrow, I'll follow up, just let him know we're serious. Or maybe we'll give it a day and follow up Tuesday, just letting them know, hey, listen, let's not complicate things. Let's just get our guys in. If everything looks good and we agree on a number, we'll go ahead and walk them through the process. It's not complicated. So let me go ahead and update the notes here. All right, so we'll put house is now vacant. He wants to renovate it. All right. So that one will just stay on top of it. At the end of the day, for whatever reason, maybe he has, again, maybe he was given bad information or had a bad experience. At the end of the day, if we're giving him a number that makes sense for him, his concern is, are we going to be able to perform, right? So we'll go ahead, we'll address those concerns, and we could obviously combat that by showing him a list of reviews that we have on Google. I have 4.9 out of 5 from about 30-ish reviews. That gives them obviously comfort knowing they're dealing with somebody, that's been in business for a while and not a fly-by-night. So nonetheless, just sounds like he has slight reservations. We'll just stay on top of him and give him whatever information he needs to have comfort moving forward with us. So, all right, this one shows about a month ago, sometime in the future. All right. Let's see if we can get Paula on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, is this Paula?
Who is this?
Hey, Paula, my name is Ryan. You spoke to Joe from my team a couple months ago about your property on Green Drive. And at
Yeah, they talked with somebody. I don't remember the name, but
okay, yeah, no, he's my sales guy. His name is Joe. He's on my team, but he said at the time you weren't really looking to sell, but we could follow up with you. So I just figured I'd give you a courtesy call. We're still looking to buy properties. Do you think now is a good time for you, or are you still?
everything changed already. I'm telling you the truth.
Uh-oh, you didn't sell it already, did you?
No. I didn't sell it.
Good.
I rented out to do, retired people.
Oh, you rented it out. Okay.
Yes.
How much did you rent it for?
How much is the rent? $1,600 for the two guys.
So,
One is 65 and one 75. But they live together.
so 1,500 for them. Okay, got it.
1,600.
Oh, 16. Okay, that's good. So do you think you want to be a landlord for a little bit, or you want to sell to me?
No, I don't want to sell it because whatever I get, that you can pay me, and then I can find any other thing to invest in the money because everything is sky high.
Ah, okay. But do you want to own, or do you want to just invest and get a return on your money? Because I have investment.
Certainly, and the bank didn't give anything. And
Yeah.
if you don't invest it again, you know what the government do? What's a part of that money? Because I don't live in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You're right. You're smart. Well, if you were looking to make investments, sometimes we allow other investors to come in and partner with us. So
Exactly. But that's what you're looking for too, right? For making investment, not for you to live.
no, correct. So we buy the properties and maybe we rent them out or do a flip. And then people like you sometimes say, hey, Ryan, I don't want to get 0.0%, 1% at the bank. I want to get 8 to 10 or 12% from you. So if that's what you're looking, yeah.
That's exactly because the bank don't give you anything.
Right.
Store one, I still have the money in the bank, and they give me even not 1%. They give it a 0,
Yeah.
4.1%.
Yep. It's
Or
nothing.
this 0 or the 1%. That's nothing.
Correct. You're right.
And what you gonna do? I said, no, I keep in my house.
Yes.
Because you never know in the future. I don't care about if the price is right today, because it's right for somebody that want to relocate it. You know what I mean?
I do.
With that money, go to some places, because the property everywhere is very, very expensive, and you don't be able to buy another one. And then what you gonna do?
You're right. I get you. Well, I'll tell you what. As you mentioned, things change fast, right? You just rented this. I guess you weren't originally preparing for that. Keep my number in the event that if you had any problems and you decide, or hey, I don't want to be a landlord, let me know. And if you have a lot of cash you're sitting on and you want to put it to use, drop me a line from time to time. Maybe I have some projects for you that will give you better return than the bank.
Exactly. If they like a give it better return, and then, but even in that, I can have to investment again, because if I don't do that, and then I'll be in trouble, because I'm going to lose a part of that money anyway.
What, to like for taxes? You mean if you invested and then they're going to take a certain percentage?
Exactly.
Right.
That's not good.
Right. Well, we have to find you a whole bunch of investments and keep investing.
Absolutely. If you find me another house in a good location, that don't matter, close to me, that I can check it out all the time, and I do that. I make exchange for that, because if you're gonna buy another property or some kind of investment, and you don't have to pay no taxes when you sell it.
The 1031. Yes, you're correct. Well, I'll tell you what, we should keep in touch. Save my number. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I've been doing this full time since 2009, and would love to talk to you and maybe do some deals in the future. So keep me in the loop, and I'll do the same.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I feel very more comfortable and happy getting $1,600 a month.
Yeah.
I don't have, and they take care of everything. They don't have to pay utility, nothing, and that's okay for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not greedy. I'm not expecting more than that. And besides, it's only 2-bedroom houses. It's a little house, nice and cute, and comfortable, and in the community, and nobody around bother anybody. And they're happy, and I'm happy.
Well, that's good. You're in a better shape than a lot of the other homeowners I talk to, but I'm glad it's working out. In the event if it doesn't, you know who to call. But it was great talking to you, and I'd love to keep in touch with you about this and any other potential prospects.
Okay, but take it easy, and thank you very much. Okay.
All right, you as well. Thank you, Paula. Have a great one. All right. Super nice lady. Hey, that's a perfect example. This seller we spoke to on June 27th, just under a month ago. Somewhere in the future is when she wanted to sell, and we had it to follow up, believe it or not, back in September. Well, you heard that just under a month, she rented it out. And that's great. Hey, listen, power to her. If she doesn't have to sell and she can make out, that's great. But nonetheless, again, you can hear the correspondence of what went on in that call. She seems to be a little savvy. In theory, if you never know, that may be a connection for a future money lender on certain projects. Or I don't know her experience level with being a landlord. Sounds like they're great, right? Says there's no issues. However, there's no issues until there's issues. So that could quickly make somebody who's in the landlording business get tired of it very quickly if they run into some bad tenants. So that's it for today. That hour went pretty quick. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will continue tomorrow. Looks like it's our last week that we'll be wrapping up the 30 days. Tomorrow's an important day. Hopefully we'll facilitate that offer that was accepted. And I'm looking forward to getting more of these properties underway and see how many we can get once 30 days is up. So appreciate you guys. If anyone is local somewhat to Rockaway, White Meadow Lake, today we have a lot of events going on. Fireworks this evening. We had a cool kayak race and some other fun events, especially for the kids, watermelon eating contest, I think hot dog eating contest and all that. So if you're around somewhere by White Meadow Lake, love to have you guys come by and talk business, real estate, and everything else. So with that being said, hope you guys are doing awesome. Appreciate you joining me in the journey. And we will see you tomorrow, ready to kick some rear end. So on that note,